Good afternoon, Dunkirk and Fredonia listeners, and welcome to High Noon Friday, Fredonia's longest-running variety radio program, brought to you by WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. I'm Alex Erwin.
And I'm Kowalyk. Today's episode is available streaming worldwide at fredoniaradio.com.
Coming up, we will have news, sports, and weather, but first, campus news. The 2022 William T. and Charlotte N. Hagen Young Scholar Artist Award will be presented to Thomas Hegna, a Department of Geology and Environmental Sciences assistant professor. A ceremony will be held in Roche Recital Hall on Tuesday, October 4th at 2 p.m. Dr. Hegna will also give a lecture, Species, Vague Boundaries, and Biodiversity, Reframing Woodger's Paradox, in place of the Robert W. Kaesling Lecture Award that will not be given this year. Much of Hegna's talk will be drawn from a lecture he gave at the Future of the Past, Philosophical Issues in the Historical Sciences virtual conference held in July.
The Penderecki String Quartet, one of Canada's preeminent chamber ensembles, is coming to the Fredonia School of Music for a day of masterclasses, chamber music coaching, and a free concert on Saturday, October 1st. The masterclasses begin at noon by instrument, the chamber music masterclasses in Roche Recital Hall at 1:30 p.m., and the concert begins at 4 p.m., also in Roche. The quartet, approaching the third decade of their career, has become one of the most celebrated chamber ensembles of their generation. The four musicians are from Poland, Canada, and the United States, bringing their varied yet collective experience to create unique performances.
SUNY Fredonia Police will now begin wearing body-worn cameras. The cameras will not always be shooting video, but will instead be activated when an officer is responding to a scene. The body-worn cameras have the capability to record both video and audio, and will begin to be used next week.
Thank you, Alex. Today we will be having our Classically Chaotic segment, Trivia Slightly After 12. We will also be listening to a few of our weekly segments, such as Just the Facts, The Local Lowdown Tiny Blue Ghost, and Just Me Unplugged.
Let's start with our local news update prepared by Cascio, followed by our sports update prepared and read by Trevor, and then our weather update with our new weather anchor, Izzie. What's going on, Cascio?
Good afternoon, Fredonia and Dunkirk listeners. I am your Fredonia Radio Systems News Director, Cascio Fonseca, here with a little bit of High Noon Friday local news for you. And in some local health news, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration awarded the Chautauqua County Department of Mental Hygiene an Advancement and Improvement Grant for the Certified Community Behavioral Health Clinic in Chautauqua County. Starting today, Friday, the grant includes $1 million annually over 4 years. The department received the Certified Community Behavioral Health Clinic designation in 2020 under a previous grant. This designation has positively influenced the community clinic's accessibility. Certified Community Behavioral Health Clinics have dramatically increased access to mental health and substance use disorder treatment and expanded the capacity to address the overdose crisis. They've established innovative partnerships with law enforcement, peer-run organizations, schools, and hospitals to improve care, reduce recidivism, and address health disparities. Chautauqua County will use the funds to improve access to community-based recovery services, expand mobile crisis teams with a youth specialty, and enhance care coordination and peer specialist services. Funds will support this effort toward a collaborative, responsive, and accountable behavioral health system that values recovery, hope, excellence, respect, and safety. Chautauqua County has 2 certified community behavioral health clinics in Jamestown and Dunkirk, and you can call them to learn more about services offered or to schedule appointments. That's all for local news this week. Trevor, what's going on in sports?
Good afternoon, people of Fredonia and Dunkirk. My name is Trevor Hauer, your sports director / know-it-all here at Fredonia Radio Systems, here with your High Noon Friday sports update. Week 4 of the NFL season has just begun as the Miami Dolphins took on the Cincinnati Bengals deep in the jungle of Paul Brown Stadium. The Bengals defeated the undefeated Miami Dolphins 27-15, leaving the Philadelphia Eagles as the only undefeated team in football. Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa suffered a scary head and neck injury around midfield yesterday in the second quarter. Tua was transferred to the Cincinnati hospital to further examine his injuries. He was believed to have suffered a concussion against the Bills 1 week prior and was questionable for last night's game with a head and back injury. In the NHL, the Sabres are back. Well, preseason, that is. The Sabres have won 2 out of their first 3 preseason games against the Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers. Their only loss came Wednesday night against the Columbus Blue Jackets by a score of 4-1. The Sabres season begins with a home opener on Thursday, October 13th against the Ottawa Senators. You've been listening to your sports update on High Noon Friday on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno.
Now, here is your Northern Chautauqua weather update brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems.
Hello, I'm Izzie here with the weather, and for my first weekend forecast, I'm glad to say it's going to be a pretty consistent weekend. After this cold, rainy week we've had today, we'll shine all day long and maintain a high temperature of 63 degrees. It's going to get pretty cold tonight, getting down to 45 degrees. Temperatures will come back up tomorrow to another 63-degree day. Some clouds are expected throughout the day with some chilly 23-mile-an-hour winds, and yet again, it's another cold night. Our wind gusts will continue and drop to a low of 50 degrees. And then comes Sunday. Sunday won't be too bad this weekend, but it continues to be the runt of the litter. With a high of 60 degrees, 30-mile-an-hour winds, and a rather cloudy sky, it'll be cold and get even colder at night, dropping down to a pretty low 39 degrees. Just make sure to dress a little warmer. That's it for your weekend weather forecast, and I'll hand it back to our hosts.
Thanks, Cascio, Trevor, and Izzie. We're going to dive right into our weekly segments, and to start, here's Just the Facts.
Welcome back to Just the Facts, where we talk about just facts, only facts, and absolutely no opinions. I'm Hunter, I'm here with Chloe.
Hello.
And Alex.
Heyo.
And we have a fun little topic for you guys this week. We'll explain the context about it here in a minute, but our topic this week, I wanted them to get me facts about road trips. So it could entail driving, adventures, places, kind of that thing.
Road trippy stuff.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Yeah.
It could do snacks if you wanted to.
Well, you didn't tell me that beforehand, or else I would have done snacks.
That's fair. What is your fact, Chloe?
Oh, I get to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was looking at the most popular destinations, like you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was really interesting because when I think of going on a road trip, I think of a trip to a lake or something like that for some reason.
Specific?
Like I don't know, like you're going out into the country, you're going to hang out,
Right.
like that kind of a road trip.
Just a lake.
Maybe not
Just a
like a lake, but that's just something I picture. But I was surprised to see that. So and this is a little pie chart that has all this percentages of where people go.
Yeah.
And the top two are either the beach or the ocean or the city.
That's not a lake.
That
It's
is
not a lake. Lake was
No.
only 17%.
Wow.
Oh.
But I thought it was weird. When I think of going on a road trip, for some reason, I don't think I'm going on a road trip to Philadelphia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound weird to you?
Well, I feel what is there to do in Philadelphia? Can you say it off the top of your head?
No.
Exactly.
You can go to a Subway.
You could do.
We've done that, but not in Philadelphia.
You would go to a road trip to
Oh, right,
New
we were in
York
Pittsburgh.
City or Miami or
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
Right.
not Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it as a road trip.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Which is really funny because I've taken a road trip to Philadelphia.
No, I was when I think of road trip, I think of more you're going out country or somewhere that's more
You're traversing the country on
that's
the interstate system.
environmental more than a city. And I don't know why. I
Yeah.
think of that as just a trip, not a road trip.
Yeah.
Probably because you can't find parking in the city.
That's true.
True.
Horrendous.
That's true. Or in SUNY Fredonia.
Well,
Anyways.
what's your fact, Alex?
Well, I didn't decide to go with destinations. I decided to go with the way that you would arrive at your destination.
Oh.
At least most likely here in the United States of America, that would be the vehicle. That would be a car,
Smart.
Well, wait.
Well,
what are your other options for a road trip?
Well,
I guess airplane.
Yeah. That's
not
It's
road
train.
trip.
Yeah.
bus.
Yeah, it'd have to be
Bus.
Bus.
something that's got
Bus or
wheels
car.
on the road.
Trains. A track is like a road for a train.
I would say, yeah, train counts.
That was deep. Yeah.
Yeah, that was deep.
But I wanted to figure out what vehicle out there on the market right now, gas powered only, so no hybrids or anything, has the best miles per gallon for your road trip.
This is advice.
This is advice.
I'm willing to bet my car did not make the
No.
top 100.
Probably not.
Probably not. From what I have found.
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
Oh,
I think it's going to be a smaller car. I don't know the exact one.
It is a smaller car.
a Kia Soul.
No.
Yeah, smaller.
Okay, well, you guessed Kia. What
Oh.
maker?
Subaru.
Subaru? No.
Oh.
It is, in fact, the 2022 Hyundai Ioniq.
That makes sense, actually.
Hyundai Ioniq?
Hyundai Ioniq. It has a 58 miles per gallon in the city and 60 miles per gallon on the highway for a combined 59 miles per gallon.
That's
quick math.
insane.
That was quick math.
It was I was very surprised that it was a Honda. Most of them in like the top like 5 were Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Interesting.
Like
That
almost
makes
all
sense,
of them
though.
were Hyundai.
I know Hyundai works on that a lot.
Yeah. Alex, what about the tugboat?
The tugboat gets a truly respectable 19 miles per gallon.
I guarantee you mine's like 2 miles per gallon in comparison. Like my car, I drive a 2012 Jeep Liberty.
I drive a 2005 Buick LaCrosse Lighthouse Edition.
Lighthouse Edition.
19 miles per gallon.
I believe mine is a 2003 Ford Sports Track.
Yes, it is.
And I think
It's
it's 16 miles a gallon.
Ugliest truck I've seen.
That's
You're gonna let him say that about your car and get away with it?
a little rude.
That was so mean. I don't know what I thought he was gonna say, but I didn't think he was gonna outwardly insult you
Just
like
for that, I'm cutting your fact off here. No more discussion about
it.
it. No more Hyundai Ioniq. And we're going straight to my fact, okay?
Straight to Hunter's fact.
Straight to
Hunter, I forgot you had a fact
sorry,
for
Hunter.
some reason. I thought you were gonna end the show.
it. Done. All right, so for my fact, I didn't go for... So recap real quick.
Yeah, recapping.
You got the car, you got the
Yes.
vehicle that we're going to.
Yeah.
You got the destination that we're going to.
Yeah.
I am on the trip itself.
Yeah.
I'm talking about traffic lights, baby.
Okay.
Hunter.
Have you
Let's see where this goes.
have you ever wondered how long a yellow light lasts?
No.
No.
Well, I
It's
figured it out.
probably like 4
I
seconds.
just hope long enough for me to
depends.
pass through it
It
before
depends.
stopping.
It changes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now this is for most traffic lights. I know there's there's probably a few that are like really mean and just go like 1 second, but this is for most typical traffic lights, okay?
Okay.
Yellow lights on average will last about, so you say you're going like 40 miles an hour,
Okay.
they'll last 4 seconds. If you're going 60, they'll last 6 seconds. If you're going 30, they'll last 3 seconds.
So it depends on
It
like
depends
the
on
speed
the
limit.
speed limit.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
That's the like average kind of thing.
Okay.
And I found this fact in the summer, and ever since then, I've been counting.
You've been counting?
I've
Is
been
it
counting it.
factual?
Is it factual?
It is factual.
Oh!
It's not even Snopes approved. That's Hunter
That's
approved.
That's
Hunter approved.
Nice.
That's the best kind of approval is Hunter's approval.
Uh,
Actually,
No, I think it's Alex
perhaps
approval.
not.
Alex approval?
If
Alex
Alex
approval.
approves, it must be good.
Do you approve?
I approve.
You're gonna look at it now.
I will be.
Yeah,
we'll
now
let
it's
us
gonna be in
know.
my
Let us
head.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We'll
I'll get back
update
to you
this.
next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not next week. We're not. Let's break.
Oh no.
The week after that.
The week after that.
Week
Okay.
after that.
More
We'll
time
update.
for scientific
Exactly.
explanation.
Research. Yeah.
Exactly. What a wacky trivia topic.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That was
What
a
an
good one.
interesting one. Why'd you choose this one, Hunter?
I chose this one because Just the Facts is going Buffalo bound.
Going Buffalo bound. We're going on the
What?
road, baby.
We're going on a road trip to Buffalo. We're gonna see some things. We're gonna get some facts, and we're gonna present them to you,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To the people.
to the people.
To the people. And beautiful, beautiful 1080p.
Yes.
We, for the first time, are gonna have video.
In Just the Facts history.
Bow, 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 bow,
Video.
bow.
Pow, pow, pow. Where, yes, we are going Buffalo bound. I can't wait. We're going to
Yes.
do 6 episodes of Buffalo bound.
Yes,
We're going to
Yes.
find 6 different topics. I think my topic's first, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
just. You go first.
I'll go first?
Yes.
you can-
You can go
Okay, do it.
first.
Should we tease the first?
You can tease it.
Do you-
We're going to be recording it soon. Let's just say you might be learning a lot about the 1899 Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, because that's going to be our first topic for Buffalo bound.
They'll be on the Fredonia Radio YouTube channel.
Yes.
But anyways, that was this week's episode of Just the Facts. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you not next week.
Not next week.
We talked about that. We have break next week, but in 2 weeks, we'll be back here. High Noon Friday, noon on Friday.
I'm
Thank you
Alex
for
Erwin,
listening.
and I approve this message.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Next up is the local lowdown with Tiny Blue Ghost.
All right, it's Jordan
And Mel.
here with the local lowdown, doing a little mini interview with Tiny Blue Ghost. We're outside Bombville Grange, number 982 to be exact. Yeah, how you guys doing today? Can we get some quick introductions from everyone?
Yeah. I'm Marissa. I'm the lead singer and one of the guitarists.
I'm Joey. I play drums.
Can you believe there's 981 before this?
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm Kyle and I play guitar.
I'm Christoph and I play keyboards and the chicken.
Hey, my name is Andy. I play bass and I bring oral chaos.
I love the intros.
Thank you for the intros, everyone. All right, so first off, we want to talk about your upcoming LP, Between the Botanicals.
Yes.
Great title for that.
Thank you.
So it's set to drop mid-August. You guys put out a single for it already, Lavender. Yeah, so you guys are doing kind of like a dream pop, shoegaze type thing. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That shoegaze, that's such a
I know.
common word
I know.
right now.
I feel like it's like a blanket term at this
Yeah,
point.
exactly. Yeah. So, is the upcoming album kind of in that same vein, like the dreamy arrangements and stuff?
Definitely. It's 12 songs, which gave us a lot of room to kind of experiment. So it has a lot of different influences on it. Like there's no real way to like pinpoint a specific genre on it. So I mean, like the dream pop kind of element is definitely throughout all with like typical like indie rock, but some shoegaze, some post-hardcore, a couple songs.
I definitely got
It's
that from your
heavier.
set too.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot heavier on some songs anyways from some of the existing material that we have out, which is really exciting. So, but yeah, we're really, really, really excited for people to hear it.
Yeah, we're excited too. Even with Lavender, I wanted to talk about how you guys have like some more different types of instrumentation on it, like violin and is it like a glockenspiel, like
There's
chimes?
what is even in that song?
I'm going to get yelled at if I'm incorrect, probably, but there's, I believe, violin and viola.
Okay.
We have a string harp that is a real big, beautiful instrument that our wonderful friend Aaron played for us. We also have some flute from Marissa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, on the record, there's flute.
Gotcha.
And on the record, we also have some trumpet parts from Marielle from Church Girls.
Oh, nice.
And Kyle.
Yeah. All the stuff on the new record is all just been sourced from friends and like other bands in the scene and stuff. It's all in the liner notes. So like if you want to find a new band, just read the liner notes.
Hey, there you go. That's awesome. And it's self-produced as well?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Has it been like a rewarding experience to work with new instruments and stuff? Is that something you guys are already familiar with, or?
I was stoked to. I did all of our records pretty much. Been mixing and just kind of recording and learning on the way as we go. And I was really excited to record some different things like violin and the harp especially. Yeah. And just like the sounds that we got, we were just like sitting crying. Let's say like, why is this so beautiful? Like, how did we do this? So we just feel super grateful for our friends like coming in and playing for us. And it was, definitely an awesome learning experience.
I feel like that's what ends up happening with like a lot of artists that end up featuring different other friends who are either artists themselves or either play other instruments on their either album or solo, even if they're not part of the group. I think that's kind of what makes everything like just come together. But like this is probably like the 4th, 5th time like even doing like the shows that there's different artists from different bands participating in other people's projects. And I think that makes it like that much special.
Yeah, it's a group effort.
Yeah.
for sure.
So going on to the second question, looking at the lineup between all of you guys, there is different backgrounds. Am I correct? Am I not correct? I figured.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? From graphic designer, part-time professor, even a seamstress. How did this?
Yes.
we did our research. How did
I love that.
I was just gonna say
Fredonia.
I was gonna say. So how did Tiny Blue Ghost turn from many different backgrounds and even solo projects to one cohesive group? Tell us about it.
So a lot of us met in college at SUNY New Paltz. Christoph and I were in the same graphic design program.
I was not in the band until like very recently. Like I was just like that person who went to every show.
Dear friend, who is also very talented friend, who I was like, why didn't we make this official sooner? But they're here playing keys. But yeah, we met at New Paltz. I met Joey at New Paltz. We lived in the same dorm. And now we're getting married. So we met Kyle just, I guess, through like playing shows. And same with Andy.
For Tiger's show. That's the first time I remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's really cool.
And Andy, we met you in the dingy basements in...
Yeah, just there's a couple of us, I know Kyle and I, and again, all of us have been kind of in the scene for a long time. But I know that, just kind of messing around with a bunch of other bands for a long time, and then finally settling in and finding a real solid group of people, not just musicians, because they are all incredibly talented, but just incredible people, which make you want to be a part of something so special. So
super important.
It's a lot of us come a long way, so it's good to be here. Yeah.
And that's just all happened.
Well, I mean, this interview wouldn't be an interview if we don't have Alex here asking all the merch questions.
Give me the microphone. Hey guys, it's Alex, your resident merch gremlin here. And as part of your LP's release, you've got pre-orders going on for some, beautiful looking merch. And besides that amazing looking record, there was a little seltzer pin that I bought maybe about 5 minutes ago. And I gotta ask, is it a reference to something, or is it just some cute little design?
Oh, we literally drink an unhealthy amount of polar seltzer. just so much seltzer. Ice cold seltzies. Like, we got a mini fridge in our practice space just so we can just stuff as many cans of seltzer in there.
Sponsor us.
Please.
About half the band doesn't drink. So
Yeah.
we drink a ton of seltzer.
Yeah.
I see.
That's the background story I was looking for.
Yeah.
I was like, there has
And
to
then
be
it's like,
something to it.
Tiny Blue Ghost, like, it's literally just like a thing. So I'm like, yeah, okay, Booberry, boom. I mean, I know that's also like a cereal or something, but like, we'll pretend that doesn't exist. No, there's a Booberry. There's a Booberry. I don't know. It's one of those weird marshmallow cereals. But yeah, so I just thought it'd be like a really fun pun, because I was trying to find an enamel pin like design that I was like, what's generic enough that we can have throughout like a bunch of releases and not be like, because we also have pins for our EP. That's like the album cover of the EP. So I'm like, seltzer, that's it. That's the winner.
That's incredible. Well, now that I'm done rolling around in merchandise, I'll give it back to our actual host for today.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys so much. Again, I don't think we mentioned, but this is right after your set. It was amazing. And
Thank you.
we actually haven't been to we finished college like a month ago-ish. Not finished college, but we got out of college.
Right.
And we've been to shows separately,
You're
but
done.
like this is the first time we're kind of like getting all three together to do like one of these interviews. But thank you guys so much for your time here. It's been Mel
And Jordan.
from the Local Lowdown. And sorry.
I can't believe you forgot. It's Alex.
I'm sorry, Alex. I don't know how to close these out. I don't think I've ever done one on my own. What do I say? Oh, there you
Bye,
do.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks for that cool segment. Last but not least, we have Just Me Unplugged with Anna Smith.
Hey everyone, this is Anna, and I welcome you to this week's installment of Just Me Unplugged, the only High Noon Friday segment that explores the frenzied depths of the college student's mind, because who really knows what goes on in there? It's also probably one of the first to be pretentious enough to do it in the form of poetry, but I digress. Anyway, today we're going to be covering a little heavier of a topic than usual, dealing with grief over the loss of something, whether it be a job, a loved one, or even a prized possession. It's something that eventually everyone goes through in life, including myself. I guess you could think of this poem as my own personal way of processing grief. And I hope it inspires you to process grief in your own way, if it's something you happen to be going through as well. And so, without further stalling, here it goes. It starts out with denial, they say, but I've never thought so. It's more like a sort of steel wall, tall, galvanized, and impenetrable, cold to the touch, and unmoving in the face of human defiance or flinching depression. The kind of suffering that makes you want to reach out and quell the spirit that so moves, the body to curl in on itself, like a shy tortoise or a shriveling violet. And when I look into the distorted face of the wall, I see nothing but a pixelated sort of post-apocalyptic portrait of a woman drenched in self-pity and perverse words like everything will be okay, that she made a note to remember but never bothered to, because she knew they were all shallow and meaningless and obligatory. There were words and names and stories she once knew before 2:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning, right before the best of her could have gotten up to face it. Instead, the worst of her stays awake past 2:30 a.m. most Sunday mornings to console her over the things she lost. But just know, wall of galvanized steel, that you will never have the best of her. And when you have the worst, you will have scratches and chips and chinks along your so-called tall and impenetrable facade. And though you remain cold to the touch, you will move in the face of human defiance and flinch at the sight of depression, so that all you can really do is reach out and quell the spirit that so moves you and her to curl in on yourselves, like a shy tortoise or a shriveling violet. Let down your eternal guard, and she will break you both free of this curse called grief. And there you have it, folks. You know, grief is something that seems to surround us in life, no matter how hard we try to suppress it or feel something different. This is a topic that hits pretty close to home for me, as I've lost many things in even the past year alone, whose presence in my life I took for granted. I've definitely had my ups and downs when it comes to missing those things, but poetry and art have really allowed me to explore my feelings towards the whole experience, both the good and the bad. Now, there is, to me, no true way to process grief, nor is there a surefire way to completely rid yourself of it. But one of the hardest things I've had to learn in life is that nothing is truly permanent. If it claims to be, then it's either a ruse or the second coming of Jesus. This might be a Debbie Downer, but by arming yourself with the knowledge of life's impermanence, it allows you to appreciate the things that make your life worth living that much more. Remember what those things are and cherish them, because we only really get to experience them once. Grief won't stand a chance. And that said, I'm Anna, and this has been another installment of Just Me Unplugged. Be sure to tune in next Friday so we can continue to explore the frenzied depths of the college student's mind. See you then.
Thanks for the segment. Now let's bring it to Josh with the international news.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm your host, Jazzman Josh, with this week's international news. Yesterday, the House of Representatives approved a bill for antitrust legislation aimed at big tech companies like Google, Amazon, and Meta. This legislation allows states the ability to choose the location of courts in which courts decide antitrust cases. The reason for this being that many of these companies are being tried in Northern California, the same area where many of these companies call their headquarters. This bill is slated to increase the filing fees for mergers worth over $500 million while reducing the filing fees for smaller businesses. It also seeks to make companies disclose where they have subsidies strategically placed in foreign countries like China. The Federal Trade Commission's goal with this bill is to give large tech companies less power as monopolies and to move some of that power into smaller businesses that have seen really harsh economic conditions due to their colossal competitors. Starting this October 3rd, McDonald's will be serving Happy Meals for adults. McDonald's is collaborating with streetwear brand Cactus Plant Flea Market. If you haven't heard of Cactus Plant Flea Market, they're a startup from 2015 by fashion designer Cynthia Liu. This isn't the first time McDonald's has collaborated with pop culture icons before, as they also featured meals endorsed by the likes of Travis Scott and the K-pop band BTS. Their newest meal boxes are to come sporting one of 4 figurines, including Birdie, Grimace, the Hamburglar, or the streetwear brand's own original character, Cactus Buddy. McDonald's USA Chief Marketing and Customer Experience Officer, Tariq Hassan, stated in a press release from Tuesday, quote, We're taking one of the most nostalgic McDonald's experiences and literally repackaging it in a new way that's hyper-relevant for our adult fans, end quote. Whether or not this marketing plan will actually draw in a crowd of nostalgic adults remains to be seen. On Wednesday, artificial intelligence research and development company OpenAI released its image generation tool DALL-E to the public. DALL-E had been in development since late 2019 and was restricted to a waitlist of select users, including artists, scholars, and journalists. The company released a statement on DALL-E's blog on Wednesday stating, quote, Starting today, we are removing the waitlist for the DALL-E beta so users can sign up and start using it immediately. More than 1.5 million users are now actively creating over 2 million images a day with DALL-E, end quote. Much of the public has become familiar with a DALL-E imitation known as DALL-E Mini. This copycat has been designed as people had grown impatient of DALL-E's waitlist. Formerly known as DALL-E Mini, they recently changed their name to Crayon. Now, with the original company, OpenAI, working on releasing now they are working on a DALL-E API so that businesses and developers can build programs using DALL-E. More on that to come in the future. All right, folks, it's time for drumroll, please. The Jazzman Josh word of the week. Let's hear it.
The Jazzman Josh word of the week for this week is
Contrafact.
Bom, bom.
That's right, you heard it here. The Jazzman Josh word of the week is contrafact. A contrafact is any piece of music that borrows a chord progression from a different piece of music, but uses different rhythms and lyrics. This is especially common in jazz music, and a prime example of this is on George Gershwin's I Got Rhythm. Literally thousands of contrafacts have been written of I Got Rhythm, to the point that jazz musicians simply refer to the progression as rhythm changes. Now, some notable contrafact using rhythm changes are Duke Ellington's Cottontail, Anthropology by Charlie Parker, and Olio by Sonny Rollins. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm and be cool, folks.
Thanks for the updates. Finally, we have something special for you all that are listening. It's time for trivia, slightly after 12. On this segment, we test the minds of students here on Fredonia's campus for the chance to win glorious prizes. This week we have 4. Chloe, 4! 4! The first time we've had 4 contestants in a very long time.
It's crazy.
It is absolutely wonderful. All these contestants ready to win big by answering some questions. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Izzie.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Trevor, and I'm glad to be a part of this.
I'm Cascio, gamertag MK Game Freak on Steam.
That is true. That is his gamertag.
Well, you know the drill, folks. The first one to shout their name after the question is read will be able to take a shot at answering the question. Each question is worth 1 point, and at the end of the game, the person with the most points will be declared the winner. Chloe, We're going to figure out who the pro gamer is in this room.
It's me.
It's Chloe. Everybody
me.
go home.
It's T-Dog.
I already won. Too late.
We're going to find out who the pro gamer is because this week's category is games. Here we go. I love that fade with the music so much. It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
All right, question number 1. Assassin's Creed has released 12 mainline games to date. Which of these is the code name for a future release based in the Holy Roman Empire? Is it A, Hex, B, Mirage, C, Jade, or D, Red?
Trevor.
Trevor.
Is it Mirage?
Mirage is incorrect.
Cascio.
Cascio.
Hex.
Hex is correct.
Job, Cascio.
Yes, yes.
What?
They just had a conference. Ubisoft just had a conference announcing some of the future games. And fun fact, all of these are actually code names for future Assassin's Creed games. Only one of them was for the Holy Roman Empire, though. That was Hex. Mirage is the next in the series, based in Baghdad. Jade is based in China. And Red is based in feudal Japan. We got some interesting games coming up
Very
for Assassin's
cool,
Creed.
Alex.
Very excited.
Thank you.
They do seem pretty cool, yeah.
Definitely downloading Mirage for sure.
People have been asking for feudal Japan since like 2012. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
They're gonna wait a little longer.
I think it's gonna be interesting because we just got like feudal style like Souls game with Ghost of Tsushima. So like I'm interested to see how it's gonna be like different from that.
And there was also Sekiro.
Yeah.
Very excited for these Assassin's Creed games.
They do seem pretty awesome. But taking it off of video games, let's take it to board games real quick. Question 2. Which of the following is not a real Monopoly variation? Did a little bit of digging for this, found some things.
There's some interesting ones here.
Is it A, Monopoly BBK Clinical Research and Development Edition? B, Monopoly Hewlett-Packard Supply Chain Edition 2005? C, Monopoly Cars, Trains, Ships, and Planes? Or D, Monopoly John Wayne?
They all sound too legit to be like false.
Yeah.
They all sound too ridiculous to be true.
Well, one of them
One of them
Cascio.
is not real.
Monopoly John Wayne.
That is a real Monopoly
real
game.
Monopoly
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Izzie.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
What?
I
You got
think
Ryan
I
That was
think
Ryan
was-
first.
Was that Ryan?
I could be
I'm
wrong.
going to say A.
That is incorrect.
Clinical
Monopoly
Research.
BBK Clinical Research and Development Edition is real.
What does that look like? Like, what does that mean?
It is wild.
We
That
have
sounds
it in the
too legit
studio
to
Can
right
we get
now.
it for the station?
That just sounds too
Sebastian,
legit.
if you're listening.
Get it for the station now.
Izzie, is it B?
It is not B. It is in fact
Trevor,
C.
it's C. Oh, yeah, got it.
Oh, that was a sweep.
Yep. Well, Trevor kind of got it.
We call that a strikeout.
Do we give him the point for that? No.
No,
That's the only
you
one
can't
left.
do
You
that.
can get
Yeah.
a pity point, I guess.
So no one gets a point.
No one gets a
gets
point.
a point for that one.
It's a sweep.
I think Trevor should get a tried to hack the game point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a -1.
I was gonna give him a +1.
A plus.
That was smart.
plus one.
I thought it
yeah.
was funny.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not a host. That's fine.
You're trying to take points from. I don't even have any. You're trying to take points away.
Yeah, I'm trying to win.
So am I.
This is so competitive.
Fun fact, a lot of people actually know this already, but Rich Uncle Pennybags, also known as the Monopoly Man, is actually based off the American Progressive era businessman J.P. Morgan.
I got another fun fact for you.
What is that?
Another fun fact is that Monopoly BBK Worldwide Clinical Research and Development Edition, missing 2 props, is currently available on eBay for $35.
Yo!
$12.80 shipping. So,
Oh no!
Nice.
Missing 2, and you're gonna charge us
you're missing
$12
2
shipping.
props.
Get
What
out of
props are we
town.
missing here?
No.
It's missing 2 of the 28 property cards.
Where are they shipping it from? Like
and the rules.
Siberia or something? Get it $12?
We're missing some property cards, but those can be fixed, made up,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
fabricated.
Moneybags is
Fabricated.
also on the run for tax evasion. So it's an unfortunate time to be a Monopoly.
Question 3, but first, we failed to mention that there are 7 people in this room and not 6.
That is true.
That I just realized that, and I don't like that. So we have
Would you like to come up
Oh,
to
do you
the
want to introduce
microphone?
yourself? Yeah.
Microphone mystery person.
Yeah.
Come up here.
You just talking to the.
Go
yeah,
to
yeah.
Ryan's mic.
I am Chris.
I just want to state,
Chris is
I
in
didn't
the
even know
corner.
there was a seventh person in the room because I can't
Oh,
see.
Yeah, there's a blind spot
Baby
in
in
there.
the
I
corner.
can't see.
Help me.
Chris is filming for the comm department. We're gonna be on TikTok.
Ooh.
We're gonna be famous. We're gonna go viral. But yeah.
Okay, question
TikTok
three.
clock.
Back to question
Mario Kart.
3.
Question 3. I'm taking it back to video games. The very basic question that probably should have been the first one we asked, but whatever. In which year was Nintendo founded? Is it A, 1889, B, 1897, C, 1901, or D, 1983?
Ryan, A.
That's correct.
I knew they were a car company first, right?
Yeah, that's my fun fact.
Wow.
So my fun
Yeah.
fact was that's a long time ago.
That's very fun and
They started
factual.
out, they started out selling hand-painted playing cards. And the creator of the Game Boy, his name was Gunpei Yokoi, actually started out as a janitor at Nintendo, which is like awesome.
Janitor point.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. isn't that
Can we
cool?
get a janitor point for Gunpei over there?
Okay.
I think I can manage.
Thank you.
All right. Question number 4. In the game of Clue, you must solve who murdered the owner of the mansion, Mr. Body. However, if you buy the game outside of the U.S., he has a different name. What is Mr. Body's name internationally? Is it A, Mr. Reynolds, B, Monsieur Pierre, C, Sir Elliot, or D, Dr. Black?
Ryan.
Monsieur
Pierre.
Monsieur Pierre is incorrect. Trevor.
It's got to be Sir Elliot.
Sir Elliot is also incorrect. Who's gonna go for it?
Cascio.
Dr.
Black.
Dr. Black is
There you go.
correct. I got 2 fun facts for this one. Fun fact: if you listen to just the facts, which you should if you like fun facts and facts and anything about facts, we did a fact about this during our board game episode a couple weeks ago. So
If you were paying
Facts,
attention
not fairy
If you were
tales.
to our
paying attention.
show,
So you just outed at all of us as not
Yes.
watching that episode.
should have remembered, guys.
Yes.
Gosh.
Should have studied.
Should have studied. But fun fact, in the U.S., the mansion is set in Massachusetts, but the actual inspiration for the house was the childhood home of the Parker Brothers founder, George Parker. The house is in Peterborough, New Hampshire. Oh, no. That's pretty
Nice.
fun and factual.
That is very
I used to
factual.
play Clue all the time too. I should
I
have known
love
that.
Clue. It's one
Clue's
of
a
my favorite
fun
board
game.
games. Yeah.
I'd always play as, I think his name was Professor Plum.
Yeah.
I also like Professor
that's fair.
I was a Professor
Dude,
Plum main.
Professor Plum?
You made Professor Plum?
I did.
What, Alex? You want to repeat that?
It's the dude with the purple suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
All right.
dressing for success.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Yeah, he is.
I just wasn't expecting you to say that.
Cascio fun fact.
Well-
I actually played Colonel Mustard in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's
Is
pretty
name
epic.
really Mr. Body? That's the best that they could come up
For
with.
the
It's so
U.S.,
scary.
yeah.
I like Sir Elliot the best,
I like
honestly.
Sir Elliot
Yeah,
was a
Sir
good
Elliot's
one,
very good.
but it
It
was
was
fun.
I feel like I couldn't let you get away with Monsieur Pierre.
Monsieur Pierre.
I was like, if that's real, I'm gonna be upset.
Question 5. Which gaming console has the most games, not including backwards compatibility?
Ooh.
Is it A, PlayStation 2, B, the Wii, C, Xbox One, or D, the Nintendo 3DS?
Cascio.
What do you think?
I'm going to say PS2.
That is correct.
There you go.
Oh, it was
Wow.
between PS2 or Wii for me. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
Shout out NHL 2K7 PS2. Shout out
Nice.
NASCAR 07 PS2.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Also
I
shout out PS1 too.
absolutely destroyed the microphone on that one.
You
Yeah, you
have
did. I was scared.
I was so excited. I'd never met someone else who played NASCAR 07 on the
It's the
PlayStation
most
2.
complete console because you can play all PS1 games on the PS2 as well. So Gex Enter the Gecko, Test Drive, all those fun games.
Yes.
Well, fun fact, according to the website I found, the PS2 is in the lead with 4,489 games compared to second place, which is the PlayStation 4 with 2,565.
Oh my god.
The console with the most games, including backwards compatibility, is the PlayStation 3 with a whopping 9,750.
Shout out Little Big Planet PS3.
Shout out. If you're listening.
If you're listening, Little Big Planet.
About 2,000 of those are Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
All right, question 6. I'm taking it back to Monopoly. So, you know the little guy in jail?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh.
His name's definitely like Jeff or something like that.
Is it Jake, Humphrey, George, or Rich?
Izzy. George?
No.
Ryan.
Oh.
That I feel like that's
a rock paper
that's
scissors.
a rock paper scissors.
Do it.
How do you want to do this? Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, rock,
Go on.
paper, scissors,
Okay.
shoot. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Say it out
They
loud
keep
for our
tying.
audio
They're
listeners.
tying. Cass just took
Cascio
it.
got it with
Cass
the
took it.
scissors.
Cass took it.
Humphrey.
No.
All of that.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Rich.
No.
J name. It was Jake. I said it was probably Jake.
I looked at you funny.
That's
thinking
such
that
an
maybe you would get it.
ordinary name.
We gotta turn the microphones down.
Can I get a J name point, please?
Trevor's like really reaching just for anything.
J name, one syllable, guy's name.
Yeah,
Frat name.
The fun fact is that they actually named him, which makes it sadder to me that he's in jail forever because like he has a name, and they call him Jake the Jailbird. Isn't that so mean? I feel bad for him.
That sounds like a WWE superstar.
He's actually arrested for trying to unionize against Moneybags.
Yeah.
That might actually be right.
Well, before we get to question 7, Hunter, over there in the booth,
Would you like an update?
I would like an update.
Right now, I'm not going to give away points or special points yet, but we have a hacker point for Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give away the worth. And a janitor point for Gunpei Yokoi.
Yeah.
But right now,
Nice.
for our actual points, in last place tied is Izzie and Trevor with nothing.
Yes.
Second place is Ryan with 1. And in first place is Cascio with 3.
Whoa.
Wow.
Cassio's taking an early lead.
my
It
God.
could
Crushing.
still be anyone's game.
We got time. We got
You
time.
forgot to put someone on the board.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot to put Chris on
Oh,
the board.
sorry.
Thank you.
Can
A
I,
three-way tie for last place.
can I get a TikTok point for Chris?
Yeah, Chris needs a TikTok point.
Cos left an MK Game Ultra.
Huh?
That's what your MK
Okay,
Game.
game freak.
Oh, Game Freak. Sorry.
All right, question number 7.
Pokemon.
In chess, the term checkmate means you've cornered the opponent's king and that they cannot escape. From which language did this term originate? Is it A, French, B, Greek, C, Chinese, or D, Persian?
Trevor. I'm going to say Greek.
Greek is incorrect.
Ooh,
Oh, my God.
this is a really good question.
This is a really good question.
This one's mine. Thank you.
Ryan.
Ryan,
I'm going to say Chinese.
Chinese is incorrect.
Wow.
Izzy. I'm gonna say Persian.
Persian is correct.
I was
Hey.
between Chinese and Persian.
Moving out of last
Who would have
place.
thought?
On the board.
On the
Who'da thought?
board. A fun fact, it comes from the phrase shamat, which means the king is dead.
Huh.
Much how like I feel when Hunter
Hallelujah.
starts talking about chess.
You guys ever hear about the Sicilian?
No.
Stop it.
Stop.
Question
Don't
8.
get him started. Question 8.
Question 8. Are we all familiar with speedrunning?
Yes.
It's become a big part of the gaming community. How long is the shortest amount of time, so the record, on speedrun.com for someone beating the entirety of Elden Ring? The game notorious for taking people 50 to 70 hours on average. Is it A, 8 minutes and 32 seconds, B, 19 minutes, 49 seconds, C, 53 minutes, 12 seconds, or D, 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 6 seconds?
Izzy.
What
I'm
do you
gonna go with A.
That is incorrect.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Let's go B.
B is correct.
Yes.
What was that? 19
19 minutes.
19 minutes.
How?
Wow.
W.
W.
It is crazy.
Speedruns.
Speedrunner first 2 weeks, as his name, from the U.S. set the record about 1 week ago and currently has the only sub 20-minute run on the site. Off the site, though, there are faster runs, one being 6 minutes and 59 seconds.
Unreal.
Oh, God. I assume these are glitched.
Glitch.
Imagine how like satisfied you gotta be to get 6 minutes and 59 seconds to keep from being 7 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
like that's gotta be like just made it.
Sub 7.
Sub 7.
All right, question 9. I almost said 7 for some reason. All right, we're gonna take it to D&D, the good old Dungeons and Dragons. Koss is ready. He's ready.
Buster's back.
Buster Rhymes.
Buster Rhymes, I'm back. I'll be here to do trivia.
Okay. What happens if you consume a troll in D&D? Is it A, you grow to troll size, which is about 9 feet, but you keep your weight, turning you into a tall, skinny abomination, much like High Noon Friday producer, Hunter Halterman. I'm just kidding, Hunter. That was a joke.
That was so great.
Chloe, just drop the mic right
Alex,
now.
continue the question.
B, your skin turns green, but you are now immune to poison damage.
All these sound awesome so far.
C, you gain regeneration, but every time you use it, you get more mutated looking. Or D, nothing happens. You just get super sick with like a 5% survival rate.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Can I go D?
D, that is incorrect.
Cascio. Ooh, that was your
Ryan.
first.
I'm gonna go C.
C, you gain regeneration. That is correct.
Oh, there you go.
Wouldn't it be so cool if you turned into Hunter? I'm just saying.
I was
100 troll point?
I was not prepared to read this question at all. So when I was reading it, I almost said you gain regeneration, but every time you use it, you get more mutated looking. Correct.
Nice.
That would have been really embarrassing.
I was kind of proud of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the fun fact?
Well, you are going to also talk about the fun fact.
Me?
But I was going to say, shout out to D&DVL. Alex, take it away.
Question number 10.
No, take it.
Shout out your
oh,
show.
you are? Oh, sorry. I did not
Yeah.
read the trivia questions before the show.
Chloe. Question
Sorry.
10. Keeping it on the D&DVL train. Agatha Kickflip was the skateboard pop shoving thief and grandma who, of course, invented the kickflip. How old was the one and only Agatha Kickflip? Is it A, 69 years old? B, yeah?
Nice.
B, 74 years old. C, 81 years old. Or D, 87 years old.
Cascio.
Cascio.
74 years old.
That is incorrect.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Definitely 69 years old.
69 is incorrect.
Oh.
Ryan.
Ryan.
C.
C, 81 years. You all got it right.
This is ridiculous.
Put some respect on Agatha's name.
87?
87 years old.
Really? I could have
87
sworn
years old?
it must have changed throughout because I feel like at the beginning, Connor was like, "Oh, she's like a 73-year-old woman or something."
Well, the story took 11 years.
I guess so.
Yeah, there you go.
The source document that I have from the one and only Jackson DeCarlo lists Agatha as 87 years old.
All right.
Wow.
A life well lived.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Agatha.
And an amazing kickflip move on the skateboard, too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What a legacy.
Fun fact, Agatha Canisius Luster
Hi.
and Osmotius Rue were the intro initiative at the Fellowship of Respectable Sellswords, or shortened to FRS.
Fair enough.
And the best friend Buster joined them. Hey, Buster Reeves, I'm
Buster
back.
Reeves.
Season
Buster
2.
Rhymes.
Buster Reeves.
Question 11. Which of these children's recess games has previously been banned in some schools?
Why are you saying it like it's like Doomsday?
It is. It was banned,
Number
Alex.
5.
No.
Is it
I
A,
won't finish that.
tag, B, hopscotch, C, hide and seek, or D, Simon Says?
A little bit of Gronk showed through there.
Ooh. Cascio?
What is it?
Simon Says?
Incorrect.
You had the perfect opportunity there to say Simon Says incorrect, and you did not take it.
What a swing and a miss, boys.
Well, that was
Swing and a miss.
pathetic.
Give Hunter a miss point.
Can I
Strike
get,
one.
yeah, can I
Yeah,
get
one
a
hit,
miss
one.
point for Hunter?
Can I get a strike 1 point? Or minus 1 point?
Ryan.
Ryan.
C?
Hide and seek.
Yeah.
Simon Says you're incorrect.
Trevor.
Well, now he's going to use it. That was so lame.
Trevor,
Tag.
that is correct.
It was either hide and seek or tag.
Huh.
So,
Can I ask why?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh,
He's,
writing-
he's
writing
I had to write
stuff
some
down.
things down. Well, it's due to some injuries and bullying complaints. Anyways, additional fun fact: tag is said to be around since at least the 4th century BC. The Greek poet Arina, in her poem *The Distaff*, speaks about a tag-like game where one girl, the tortoise, chases after other girls, and the tagged girl becomes the new tortoise.
Why didn't we keep that? That'd be such a cooler name than
What?
Tag.
I agree.
But
Tortoise,
tortoises
yeah.
are slow.
Well, when
So let's just call it cheetah
Cheetah.
or gazelle.
Gazelle.
Gazelle's
That'd be
great.
cool.
Gazelle's
Gazelle.
a great one.
I thought it was tag because it was like touch and go.
Yeah.
So
Tag your
It's an acronym?
Oh, I thought it was like tag.
What?
That's what I
I
thought.
never knew that was
Almost
an
like
acronym.
I was
Yeah,
told that
that
it
makes
was
sense.
tag because it's touch and go. So
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
It makes a lot of sense, but I definitely
Chris
think someone
in the
lied to you
background
at
is
some
like-
point.
Tag, you're it.
What?
Is that actually what it stands for?
I think someone lied to you,
This
Izzie,
is
but
news
it
to
makes
me.
sense.
It makes enough sense that I believe it.
You know what? That's fair.
That's fair.
It's
We also
news to
do,
me.
so.
Maybe we're being
Yeah.
gaslit.
All right, question 12. Question 12. All right. So, which planet is the standard Minecraft world, not an infinite world, like a standard Minecraft world, the same size as? Is it A, Earth, B, Mars, C, Uranus, or D, Neptune?
Oh my God. Ryan, Mars.
No.
Oh.
Trevor. It's got to be Uranus.
No.
Cascio?
Mm-hmm.
Neptune?
That's correct. Well, that was very pro gamer.
That's the windiest planet, right? Neptune? I think I learned that somewhere.
Probably.
I don't know.
It's one of the ones that don't matter, really.
What?
There's no
You
wind
take
in
that back?
space.
What do you mean take that back?
You be nice.
I'll go to
care about-
Neptune one day.
When was the last
Yeah.
time you thought about Neptune?
Neptune is like my second favorite planet, actually.
Second.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what's the first?
To be fair, when was the
Saturn.
last time you thought about like Mercury?
Exactly.
Yeah, you
doesn't
just
matter.
don't think about them.
Just Earth and Mars.
You know what, Alex?
Mars rocks.
Mars rocks.
Mars.
Okay.
I'm a Mars fan.
Me too.
All right, fun fact.
You got my back.
So, IDTech.com has estimated a standard Minecraft world to be the size of Neptune. So, Neptune has a radius of 15,299 miles, which isn't quite as big as Uranus.
Yo!
Anyways.
You're a horrible human being.
No!
FCC. FCC.
Stop calling
FCC.
them.
You're gonna summon
you
them.
said it 3
You're
times. It's like bloody
They're coming.
Yeah,
Mary.
they're coming.
It's like saying Candyman 5 times.
We hear a knock on the
That's
door.
true, though. Neptune is smaller than
Some
Uranus.
old man in a
That's true.
business
See?
suit.
It's fine. It's fine, FCC. It's
With a
fine.
briefcase.
Briefcase. I'm going to take your license away.
No.
Well, Hunter, we just finished question 12, so I got to ask. Are the results ready for us?
I am still calculating.
So
We have a lot of bonus
you
points.
have to hurry up. There's 2 minutes left in the show.
I'm
There's
trying.
2 minutes. Do your math.
2 minutes.
Come on, little math man. Let's
God.
go.
Come on. Are you like a
Math
business
boy?
minor or something?
Aren't you an accounting minor?
Yeah, but I don't have the score in front of me.
Sure.
Hunter, it's basic counting.
Yeah.
I'm bad at
Space
that.
accounting.
We're just going to wait for Hunter. How's everybody's day today? How are we feeling about trivia?
Good.
Yeah?
All right, I'm ready.
Top
Okay.
3 finish.
I feel like it
right?
could have been
Now
better,
he's
but-
ready. Okay. Well, what's the standings?
All right, in last place is me with -1.
Yeah.
Is the miss point.
Miss.
The swing and strike point.
In 5th place it's a tie.
Oh.
Izzie and Chris with 1 point. In 4th place is Ryan with 2 points.
Yeah, not the bottom, baby.
In 3rd place is Trevor with 2 points, and then an additional 1 point for the hacker point.
Hacking.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take bronze.
Oh, I didn't say, but Chris got the TikTok point.
I'd like
That's why
to-
he has
Yeah.
Chris got the TikTok.
I'd
Yep.
like to file
Yeah.
a complaint.
it. Why is that?
I feel like the hacker point should be taken away.
Well,
Nah.
nah.
We rule here.
In
In
2nd
trivia
place is Cascio with 4 points, which makes our winner of today. I don't have the button ready.
Wait for it.
Our winner of today
Wait for it.
is, drumroll please,
Oh! What is it?
Gunpei Yokoi with 30 points.
30 points!
Oh my
Wow!
God.
Thank you for making the Game Boy.
Thank you for making
Thank
the
you.
Game Boy. He is
Good
the
game.
pro gamer in our
You know what?
lives.
Yes.
I'll take a 3rd place as long as he gets the gold.
As
That's
long as
fine.
he
Yeah,
goes.
Yeah,
That's it,
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I hope everyone enjoyed some gaming trivia.
Glad to be
It
a
was
part of
good.
history.
Yeah.
Thank you for
4
having us.
contestants.
4 contestants,
Glad to
first
be a
time
part of
this
history.
semester.
Never
It's a
happened
great
before.
time. But yeah, our pro gamer has been crowned, and I believe it's time to take it back to our hosts.
To the hosts.
To the hosts.
Should they just stay in here? That wraps it up for this week's broadcast of High Noon Friday. Thank you for joining us, and make sure you tune in next week, same time, same place. High Noon Friday has been brought to you on WCBF 88.9 FM The Voice and WDBL 89.5 The Inferno on the web.
High Noon Friday is assembled through collaboration with students from Fredonia Radio Systems and Professor Daly's Audio Production 2 class. Our producers and scriptwriters are Alex Erwin, Chloe Kowalyk, and Hunter Halterman. Board operation is performed by Hunter Halterman. News is presented and read by Cascio Fonseca and Josh Ribakove. Sports is presented and read by Trevor Hauer. And weather is prepared by Hunter Halterman and read by Izzie and Inzinna. Tune in next week for another great edition of High Noon Friday. I'm Alex Erwin.
And I'm Chloe Kowalyk. Thanks for listening, and make sure to tune in next week, same time, same place. Have a great weekend, Fredonia.
Bye, Fredonia.
Bye.